Imagine you're out going for a walk on a beautiful day like today. There's blue skies out there, but in the horizon, you see this.
Nobody will believe me if I didn't do this live, but I want you to look at this cloud in the sky. That's what I'm looking at right now. Look at this cloud in the sky. Is that not an angel or what?
Something extraordinary happened on what was supposed to be a regular plane ride. A passenger saw something so shocking that it made everyone's jaw drop. Imagine looking out your window and spotting a moment beyond belief. This isn't your typical vacation story. It's a shocking twist that'll make your mind go wild with mysterious imaginations. Join us as we dive into the unbelievable moments caught by a passenger that just couldn't go unnoticed. The strange scenario in Brazil. On what appeared to be a normal day with the sky being as cloudy as it could often be, one Brazilian who enjoys making videos stepped outside just to film the sky above, just as it was beginning to get really cloudy. At first, everything seemed normal, but when this person looked closer at the sky again, something shocking appeared. Imagine two mysterious figures floating down from the clouds, with huge brown bodies and expansive white wings. They looked like giant birds at first, but a closer look made it seem like they were more than that, maybe even angels. Angels are mythical beings that people talk about, but no one has solid proof they exist. Some people on the internet were dumbfounded by this incredible sight, while others weren't so sure if it was real. And they could even be dragons, who knows? Dragon on the tower. In ancient China, dragons have always been a big deal, and this video adds a new twist to the dragon tale. Shot in the Yunnan province in China, this video captures something very interesting. Atop a cell tower sat a strange creature that looked like a mini dragon. Now, this video has become one of the most mysterious things on the internet, showing a creature with very strange features. When you zoom in, you can even see wings spread out wide, just like how we imagine dragons. Dragons are like legendary superheroes in Chinese stories, and people believe they're still out there, hiding in the faraway, untouched parts of China. Isn't that something to wonder about? Meanwhile, don't be surprised to see a crawling snake in the sky. Crawling mystery. From Russia comes a truly curious video, unveiling yet another interesting sky mystery. It was around 4 p.m. in the Kazan region, and what seemed like a regular walk turned into something extraordinary. People gathered because something strange was happening up in the sky. There was this huge creature, like an enormous snake, gracefully slithering through the clouds. It was so massive, seeming to go on forever along a specific path in the clouds. Everyone watching was scratching their heads, wondering where this massive cloud snake came from and where it was headed. What makes it even more interesting is that similar sightings have been reported in the area before. This strange event left everyone who witnessed it with more questions than answers. But don't be carried away just yet. Let's head back to China again for yet another mysterious discovery in the sky. A Chinese dragon. From China, there's a wild claim. A man says he spotted a flying dragon outside his airplane window and caught it on camera. Imagine that, a real dragon. This video got tons of views on YouTube because dragons are like superheroes in Chinese stories. Some people even think dinosaurs like the ones in Jurassic Park are still around. But hold on, not everyone is convinced. Some researchers pointed out that the dragon in the video looks extremely clear, while the mountains in the background are all blurry and pixelated. And guess what? The dragon vanishes behind a rocky mountain. What do you think happened? Hold on, have you ever seen a face in the sky before? Face in clouds. Imagine this scenario. You're cruising back home when, in the sky, something interesting happens. It's 2021, and in Grand Falls, Canada, a storm is brewing. The clouds start dancing and shifting, creating an eye-catching spectacle. They form a face, not just any face, but a face that looks like the person recording the scene. Can you believe it? Clouds often play tricks on our minds, making us see family are things like noses, ears, or mouths. It's like the clouds are playing a fun game with us, asking us to find shapes. But here's the twist. These cloud illusions don't last long. Just moments later, the clouds shift, and the face disappears. People start wondering if there's something magical or otherworldly behind these brief and unbelievable moments in the sky. Real pterosaur. Here's an intriguing ale from Idaho that's buzzing all over social media. Someone captured a video showing a creature that looks like a flying dinosaur. Can you picture it? This massive bird-like thing is flapping its wings, and when you zoom in, it seems like the legendary pterodactyls, those ancient winged reptiles from about 150 million years ago. They're like the superheroes of the dinosaur world. But now, they're all gone. Some people online didn't believe it was a real creature in the video, but guess what? The experts checked it out and said it's totally real. No editing tricks. Now, everyone is scratching their heads, trying to figure out what this flying creature could be. Some say it might be a fancy toy or a drone, while others have even wilder ideas. UFO Cloud. Imagine this mysterious sight in Moscow, Russia. A passerby caught something truly unusual. It's a cloud, but not just any cloud. It looks like a saucer, like a flying saucer in the sky. People started buzzing about aliens visiting, wondering if it was a UFO, or maybe even an alien invasion. Can you believe it? On that same day, there were other strange clouds, adding to the excitement and speculation. People online had all sorts of ideas. Some thought it was proof that aliens are real, because big things in the sky can change how clouds look. They even suggested a gigantic spaceship might be hiding behind those clouds. Others shared similar sightings, questioning if aliens are out there. But guess what scientists say? They think it's just a harmless cumulus cloud, the fluffy kind we see on nice days. However, there's a twist. This cloud is way up high, not where cumulus clouds usually hang out. Strange man. In sunny Burbank, California, a man had quite a surprise outside his home. Picture this. Something mysterious, almost like a person, floating down from the clouds. Can you believe it? The man thought it might be the second coming of Jesus Christ. His whole family watched, amazed, as the mysterious object got closer to their roof. At first, they wondered if it was just balloons, but after checking, nope, no balloons around. Plus, they lived near an airport where drones were a no-go. This isn't a one-time thing. In Hoboken, New Jersey, someone else snapped a picture of what looked like a human figure in the clouds above the World Trade Center during a memorial ceremony. These strange sightings keep popping up, making people curious and sparking all sorts of ideas about where they come from. Could it be Jesus making a return? Lots of people think so, but the mystery behind these sky surprises is still unsolved. Eye of the Devil. In the beautiful land of Turkey's western Bursa province, something extraordinary happened on January 19th. Imagine waking up to a sunrise and seeing a mysterious cloud formation. And here's the kicker. It had a hole right in the middle, looking like a devil's eye. This fascinating sight stuck around for about an hour, changing colors like a magical show. First red, then pink, followed by orange, and finally turning white under the shifting sunlight. Locals were puzzled, and even scientists scratched their heads trying to figure out this enigma. Despite weather experts giving explanations, the community remained in awe. Some individuals online even thought it could be a warning of a natural disaster. In religious stories, similar things have happened before significant events, and they called it the Devil's Eye because it mirrored legendary signs. Isn't that something straight out of a magical tale? What do you think is going on here? UFO sighting. The US Department of Defense has this secret stash of videos showing weird things in the sky, and they've kept it hidden from everyone. But guess what? Some videos leaked. Back in 2004, near California's coast, there was this video of a saucer-shaped thing flying. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, moving extremely fast over the ocean. Even experienced pilots were stunned because it was breaking all the rules of physics. After all these years, the US government finally said, yep, those videos are real, and hinted that these flying saucers might be from outer space. But here's the twist. No one knows for sure. Some smart people, including astronauts, say maybe these are extremely secret military things, not aliens. But then, the government saying they're from outer space just adds more questions. And you know about Area 51 in Nevada, right? That place is like a mystery factory. These videos make people think there's a whole new reality out there, just waiting for us to discover it. What do you think? Is it aliens, secret military stuff, or something else? Disappearing plane. Imagine a clear and peaceful day when something strange happened in the sky. Someone was recording the beautiful blue sky, and a plane flew into view. So far, so normal. But here's where it gets weird. As the plane approached a thick cloud, it vanished. Now, it's usual for planes to go into clouds and come out the other side, right? But not this time. Despite the cloud having a clear end, the plane didn't come out. The video just stopped, leaving us all scratching our heads with no explanation. Normally, a speedy plane should zip through a cloud and show up again, but not in this case. People are guessing all sorts of things, like maybe there's a glitch in the matrix or some strange disturbance in time and space made the plane vanish and pop up somewhere else. Isn't that a mind-boggling mystery? Mysterious fireball. Back in 2021, whispers of UFOs spread like wildfire after a mysterious fireball lit up the sky over Hobart, Tasmania. Imagine this blazing entity streaking across, sparking all kinds of theories. People on Facebook couldn't stop talking about it, guessing if it was the International Space Station, meteorites, plane contrails, or even magical creatures like fairies or spaceships from faraway galaxies. Witnesses were puzzled because it moved slowly, not like the usual quick meteor. But hold on, a clear video came to the rescue, explaining the whole thing. Surprise! It wasn't a UFO. It was just a plane catching the morning sunlight on its released water vapor. Even though some individuals disagreed, sticking to the idea of a mysterious close encounter, the truth was out there, or up there in the sky. Ghost passengers. A few years back, a pilot from Bangkok Airways found himself in a mysterious situation. Late at night, he saw multiple passengers getting off a jet bridge. Now, here's the puzzling part. The jet bridge wasn't connected to any passenger terminal, and there was no visible plane nearby. Even without a plane, these passengers seemed in a rush, like they were late for a flight. The mystery of how they suddenly appeared remains unsolved. Some people think they might be ghostly remnants from past flight disasters, while others wonder if they were spirits from some alternate dimension. There's even a wild idea that these passengers could see an invisible plane and were accidentally heading to another dimension through an unseen portal. The mysterious tale of these unexplained passengers continues to remain a haunting mystery today. Spy balloons. In the calm skies of November 2022, something enormous caught everyone's attention. It turned out to be a spy balloon from China, a device that caused quite a stir. Was it just a harmless weather balloon? Or a sneaky spy floating in the sky, sent by the Chinese? People started guessing, and many correctly thought it was snooping on important US military spots. But here comes the exciting part. A US fighter jet skillfully brought down the mysterious balloon right over American territory. Imagine the cheers from the Department of Defense for their aviator's incredible skill. However, the applause didn't last long, as China got upset, saying it was just a civilian unmanned craft. On TV, the balloon gracefully descended into the sea, ending its mysterious journey but leaving behind a trail of international curiosity and disagreement between countries. Woman wrapped herself. Check out this wild airplane tale. There's a video making the rounds where a woman takes her seat-claiming game to a whole new level. She buys 3 seats on the plane and goes all out, turning them into her fortress. How? She uses plastic wrap, the kind usually used for packing lunches. She covers not just the seats but also the top, creating a privacy cocoon. Now, this woman seems a bit upset, and while we can't figure out exactly what's going on in her mind, she's on a mission to upgrade her economy seats to first-class status. Surprisingly, no one objects to her unusual actions. In fact, a nearby passenger joins in to help with the wrapping. But here's the twist. A crew member eventually steps in to dismantle her makeshift fortress, letting her know it's a no-go. Can you believe it? Strapped passenger. Alcohol can sometimes lead people to do really silly things, but here's a story that takes the cake. On a flight in Russia, a passenger got way too drunk and tried to do something next-level crazy. He wanted to jump out of the plane. Can you believe it? This freaked out everyone on board, even though the plane stayed pressurized. The crew had to step in and physically restrain the unruly guy. There's even video footage showing him all taped up securely to his seat, like a precautionary human present. Throughout the flight, they used duct tape and ropes to keep him contained. Thankfully, the flight reached its destination safely, despite the cracked window caused by the commotion. When they landed, the police were ready to welcome the not-so-smart passenger. What do you think about this wild airplane ride? Red glow. A pilot soaring over the vast Pacific Ocean recently stumbled upon something truly mysterious. A strange red glow that set the internet abuzz with talk of a possible gateway to hell. The strange sight unfolded at an incredible 31,000 feet from the cockpit, leaving the entire crew utterly bewildered and a bit scared. When the pilot shared photos and a short video online, it triggered a storm of theories, from underwater volcano eruptions to close encounters with UFOs, and, believe it or not, even the idea of a gateway to hell. The most intriguing part? The actual explanation turned out to be as fascinating as the wild speculations. It wasn't some exceptionally natural phenomenon, but rather commercial fishing vessels equipped with LED lights to attract Pacific sari, a tasty fish. An investigator named Neil Jacobs even identified the vessels by name, unveiling the truth behind the mysterious glow seen from above. Vladimir Putin's face. Guess what the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, has done now? Remember him shirtless on a horse or doing judo? Well, now he's got a whole flock of birds making a formation of his face. A video popped up, showing these birds flying over the Williamsburg Bridge in Brooklyn, forming a pattern that looks just like Putin's face. How exciting is that? While we can't be sure if the video is real, it got everyone talking. Russian TV even suggested the birds looked like Putin. People are making funny comments about how Putin is influencing American birds, and some are even saying it could be a secret message about world events. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as birds in the sky can turn into a big, mysterious story? Spiral anomaly. In Norway, just before the sun woke up, the sky played host to a jaw-dropping event. A mysterious light appeared out of nowhere, gradually turning into an enormous radiant spiral that left everyone in awe. Imagine trying to make sense of this strange sight. And then, just like that, the massive spiral of light vanished into thin air. Now, the experts who looked into this said, "There's no natural thingamajig that could create such a perfect and symmetrical shape in the sky." Lots of people who saw it are convinced this isn't your everyday happening. It's something truly extraordinary. Could it be a secret message from otherworldly beings trying to say something to us? What's your take on this dazzling mystery? Share your thoughts in the comments. Blanketed City. High above Boston, a guy stumbled upon a breathtaking moment during his flight, and he just had to capture it with his camera. Below, the cityscape was wrapped in a mystical blanket of fog, creating an extraordinary scene. With his keen eye for photography, he carefully framed the video, taking advantage of the perfect lighting conditions. He couldn't help but describe how dramatic and special it was to see buildings emerging through the fog like that. You know, we often see snowy mountains, but spotting skyscrapers poking through the fog is a whole different kind of magic. After capturing this spectacular view of the city wrapped in a foggy embrace, he shared the footage online, letting people everywhere marvel at the extraordinary sight. Can you imagine how enchanting that moment must have been? Skystalker. Check out this interesting video captured from a moving plane during a trip from Cambodia to the Netherlands. The video zooms in on a jet chasing a flying object, but here's the twist. Despite the jet zooming at full speed, it can't catch the mysterious flying saucer. This saucer pulls off crazy maneuvers, breaking all the rules of physics and showing off abilities way beyond any human-made aircraft. That means it's not from our world. People find this footage extremely interesting, thinking it could be a real encounter with something from outer space. The catch? There's hardly any info about the video because it seems like the Pentagon classified it and took it off the internet. The mystery surrounding this footage has everyone wondering about its authenticity and where it came from. How exciting is that? Rat passenger. A security worker at Bangkok's airport faced some serious questioning after a bizarre incident during a flight to Taiwan. Imagine being on that plane when passengers suddenly spot a massive albino rat with red eyes roaming around. But that's not all. Air hostesses later discover a 30-centimeter otter hiding under a seat, causing chaos as the crew tries to catch these unexpected stowaways. And get this, the flight was operated by Beat Jet, and it exposed some alarming smuggling activities. Besides the rat and otter, the police found a box with 28 live turtles. When the plane landed in Taiwan, it shed light on Thailand's role as a hub for wildlife smugglers, who often transport animals to China and Vietnam. Can you believe the surprises that happened on that flight? Vietnam motionless bird. Check out this mind-boggling scene shared by Instagram user Dezavoski. A video capturing a white bird suspended in mid-air with its wings outstretched, almost frozen, above a neighborhood in Tula Valley, Colombia. Imagine the confusion of residents who were so baffled they even called the police. The eerie event unfolded near a 4G antenna, and here's where it gets weirder. No visible wires were nearby. UFO enthusiasts jumped in with an idea, linking it to the phenomenon of missing time, speculating that the 5G tower caused a time-distorting effect, trapping the pigeon in a temporal anomaly. Researchers are scratching their heads over the unseen effects of 5G, sparking debates. Some think it's a matrix glitch, trapping the pigeon, while others dismiss it as a drone disguised as a bird. What's your take on this mysterious bird in the sky? Space shuttle launch. Imagine witnessing a spectacular event that only a lucky few get to see in real life. The launch of the massive Atlantis shuttle from Cape Canaveral, Florida. The video captures the awe-inspiring moment as the space shuttle rises from the ground and soars into the sky. But here's the interesting part. As the shuttle climbs, the video also shows the view of an airplane's wing seemingly racing alongside the space shuttle. Picture how breathtaking that sight must be. Now, here's the inside scoop. The flight got redirected inland to make sure it steered clear of the shuttle's launch path. Even though the airplane was about 10 miles away from the shuttle, just imagine being in that plane, having a front row seat to this incredible experience. How awesome would that be? Snake on the plane. In 2013, something incredibly puzzling happened in the sky. Qantas Airways passengers on a 2-hour flight from Cairns, Australia to Papua New Guinea were left utterly astonished. Can you believe a massive scrub python, about 10 feet long, clung to the plane's wing during the entire journey? This daring serpent faced the challenges of high-altitude winds and freezing temperatures as low as 12 degrees C. A brave passenger even filmed the snake bravely battling the wind, but sadly, it didn't make it and left a red mark on the plane. Although the python stayed attached until landing, it had already passed away by the time they reached Port Moresby. Experts think the snake might have hidden inside the wing, looking for prey, but the real mystery is how it survived the cold and high altitude. Some even suggest a strange idea. Maybe the snake was possessed, leading it to such unusual behavior. Can you believe such an unusual sky adventure? Atlas rocketry. In the thrilling year of 2021, passengers aboard a Delta flight from New York to Cancun got an unexpected treat, a front row seat to a rocket launch. The crew excitedly announced the spectacle, and everyone looked out their windows to witness a rocket taking off from coastal Florida. The incredible video captured the entire launch as the rocket soared into the sky. Now, here's the interesting part. The timing couldn't have been better. The Atlas V rocket launched just as the plane was flying over coastal Florida. Talk about perfect timing. This was quite lucky because the launch had faced a one-day delay, due to issues with the rocket's liquid oxygen system. Witnessing this technological marvel highlighted the incredible advancements humans have achieved in such a short time. Imagine, not even 100 years ago, humans were still testing the concept of flying, and now we're launching rockets to other planets. How exciting is that? The mysterious streak. In 2015, people in Florida were treated to a pretty wild spectacle, a bright light streaking across the dark sky like nothing they'd ever seen before. Can you imagine the excitement and curiosity that sparked? People started guessing. Was it a plane, a shooting star, or maybe even a UFO? Within just a few hours, tons of videos and photos flooded in, each capturing the breathtaking view. Some individuals, drawn in by the unusual display, even toyed with the idea that it could be from outer space. One video, taken from a car's passenger seat, gave a closer look at the mysterious phenomenon. The mystery caused quite a stir, but later on, it was revealed that this dazzling event was part of routine space exploration. Turns out, it was a scheduled launch from Cape Canaveral's Kennedy Space Station, with the Atlas rocket carrying a Navy satellite meant to boost communications with U.S. forces. How interesting is that? Flying humanoid. In November 2020, something interesting and mysterious happened in Los Angeles. People spotted a guy flying in the sky with a jetpack, like a real-life superhero. It was so mind-blowing that the FBI got involved to figure out what was going on. At first, everyone thought it might be a giant balloon shaped like a person. Imagine that. But then, some clever individuals guessed that maybe airplane pilots saw these big balloons, and it caused a lot of confusion. The jetpack man was causing a ruckus in the sky, messing with all the planes flying around. The local authorities started investigating, and guess what? They finally caught him on camera for the first time. How exciting is that? Tic Tac UFO. Imagine you're on a plane looking out the window, and suddenly you spot something extremely strange, like a Tic Tac-shaped UFO. Last year, someone recorded a video showing this weird cylindrical thing zooming above the mountains. It wasn't just moving fast, it even did a crazy spin like playing a game of tic-tac-toe in the sky. Passengers on the plane were puzzled, scratching their heads, wondering, what on earth is that thing? It's like a real-life mystery in the clouds, a flying game of tic-tac-toe that left everyone scratching their heads. Face to face. A few months ago, a video popped up that could be straight out of an action-packed movie. In the clip, two planes are zooming extremely close to each other, making it seem like they're stuck in the sky's traffic jam. Guess what? You can even spot the pilots inside one of the planes. This video became an internet sensation, making everyone wonder why these planes were playing tag in the air. Some people said they might be filming an interesting airline, but either way, it's like a miracle. Both planes managed to dodge a potentially sticky situation in the sky. Eclipse during flight. Check this out. Imagine you're way up high, 11 kilometers in the sky, and you get to witness something extremely rare. The last lunar eclipse of 2022. Usually, people watch eclipses from the ground, but guess what? This time, a passenger on an airplane caught it on camera while soaring above the Earth. And that's not all. There's another mind-blowing video showing a solar eclipse. It's like magic. The camera captured the exact moment when the moon slides between the sun and the Earth, making the sun disappear or get all blurry. How exciting is that? It's like having an exceptionally powered camera while skydiving, trying to capture the awesomeness. Eagle versus plane. Guess what? There's this exceptionally brave bird, a bird of prey like an eagle, being a little bit of a daredevil. Imagine, it's trying to have a showdown with a massive airplane, which is 1,000 times bigger. Eagles usually don't pick fights with planes, but this one did. It's a rare and kind of risky thing because the eagle, thinking it's tough, tried a bunch of times to hit the plane's wing. We're not sure why this feathery aviator is doing it, but it sure seems like a serious birdie business up there. Creepy sky snakes. In the awesome skies of New York in August 2019, guess what people saw? Something really weird and kind of strangely repulsive. Flying snake-like creatures. Yeah, imagine snakes cruising through the air. It's so mysterious. Lots of people say they've spotted them. But you know what's crazy? No one official has said anything about these sky snakes. It just goes to show that our Earth is full of surprises and there's still so much we don't know about the exciting things living here. Outro. Which of these moments is the weirdest thing you have witnessed on a plane as a passenger? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so as not to miss any of the upcoming intriguing videos. Now, click on the next video on your screen for more exciting content.